The success of the small business person is the cornerstone of the American economy. Welcome to the Small Business Today show with your hosts, Cruz and Hughes. The Small Business Today show is for and about small business advancement and development. What we do for you. We'll be taking your calls as we provide you small business intelligence and mentorship needed to grow your business creatively. Keep listening. The Small Business Today show with Cruz and Hughes starts now.
Hello and welcome back to today's episode of Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes right here on Blog Talk Radio, where we discuss the topics that inspires entrepreneurs from thought to action. We welcome your calls, your comments, your questions. If you want to join the conversation today, get on your phone. Give us a call at 347-857-3958. Again, that number here to the studio is 347-857-3958. Irv, my friend.
Yes, sir.
How was your day today, sir?
It was a great day, man. It didn't rain on me.
Well, it showed signs of rain.
Yeah, well, you know, it threatened, right? But
it threatened rain.
You know, but I stayed dry, man.
Hey, but that's all that matters.
Yeah, and so you know what I did? I was downtown today and wound up talking to a bunch of folks about how to grow small businesses here for 2013, so I'm pretty excited about that.
And, you know, you had a class last evening also,
I
didn't you?
I did have a class last evening. In fact, I appreciate you bringing that up. I'm going to have a seminar coming up here on Friday at 10 a.m., and that's going to be over at the Kingdom Builder Center, where we always have it. And certainly those of you who are in the Houston area, certainly you're welcome to join us over there. It's a free event. It's at 6011 West Orem, and so you can make your way over there and see us. We'll be there at 10 o'clock, and we're going to be talking about government contracting and how to go about getting your business growing and grow your sales through government contracting. So it's going to be a fun thing.
And, you know, I did get an email from a listener about a week ago who wanted to know at what point are you going to make that class available to those who aren't in the city of Houston?
Yep.
And they just want to live stream it from the comfort of their office or their home.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're working on the platform for that right now.
Okay.
And actually, we're expecting to launch that on February 1st.
Is that right?
That's right.
Hey, well, you heard it here.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want more information on what Irv and I do, you can always go to our website, which is www.cruzandhughes.com. That's C-R-U-I-S-E and Hughes, H-U-G-H-E-S, cruzandhughes.com. We talk about everything business on this show. We always encourage you, if you have a question, if you have something that you're dealing with or going through, Irv and I have a plethora of contacts. We don't claim to know everything, but we know the people who do.
That's right.
If you ever have a question, always go through the website, give us a call, send us an email. You can go in the chat room on Blog Talk, put your information in. We'd love to hear from you. Now, we have a great guest today, and I want to get straight to this because we have someone sitting here that, we got to get him talking. Our guest today is Mr. Dr. Corey Hebert.
A-Bear.
You know, we told that joke earlier, and it's right in my head.
Stuck with you.
We said that in Texas, it's Herbert or Hebert. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But our guest today is Mr. Dr. Corey Hebert. He's with a company called BlackHealthTV.com. Now, he's one of the most sought-after physicians in medicine today, and Dr. Hebert travels around the world speaking on health-related subjects and is highly regarded as a medical broadcast journalist. Now, this is where it really gets good, so listen to this. Now, many of you have seen Dr. Hebert on national broadcasts such as The Oprah Winfrey Show, The Early Show, NBC Nightly News, Good Morning America, Countdown with Keith Olbermann, and he's a frequent contributor to the Dr. Oz Show. Dr. Hebert is was the chief resident at Tulane University. I think that you're no longer the chief resident. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, that was many moons ago.
Yeah. Okay, and but you're currently the CEO of BlackHealthTV.com. And Dr. Hebert, I want to say welcome to Cruz and Hughes.
Thank you, guys. And you know what? I avoided the rain today as well. I saw it looming.
Yeah, right.
I saw it looming, but it was all good.
It's all good. Let me tell you, Dr. Hebert, I'm thrilled to actually have you on the show today. Folks, if you have not had the opportunity to catch him somewhere around on one of the national platforms, you are absolutely in for a treat today. And I want to encourage you, if you got a pen, paper, something to write on or write with, record, go to the website, download our archive show after today. This is information you absolutely want to get and keep a hold of. And so, Dr. Hebert, I'm thrilled that you're going to be here today. And
thank you. I really am glad to be here. You know, we talk about health and talk about all this stuff, but, you know, health is a business now.
Absolutely.
It's a real business. And there are a lot of ways that people can start businesses so that they can actually interact in that health market, and there's so many ways that you can do it, but you just have to get your mind right and figure out how. Because it's very intimidating, because once you get out of getting your money to start it,
right,
then you have to understand the big words.
Yeah,
and that's very intimidating, but it's really not that big of a deal, because there's a dictionary for that.
Okay, all right, I like that.
The business model is the same. The business model is the same.
You know, there's many places that we could begin, but let's go ahead and just start with blackhealthtv.com.
Okay.
Now, for those of us who have not heard of that, why don't you sort of introduce us to what that concept is?
Okay. You know, everybody has seen WebMD. Okay, WebMD is something that, you know, you go to, and when somebody's burned themselves, or somebody cut themselves, or whatever, and you type in, you know, what you're interested in, and then you have to go back and read all that information.
Surely.
Now, that's very difficult to do for a lot of people. I mean, I've gone on WebMD myself, and I'm a doctor, and I'm like, whoa, and I practice medicine every day, so I'm like, whoa, these things are kind of complex. And so I was trying to figure out what we could do so that people that don't want to read all this stuff, or people that can't read, think about it like that, or people that can't read at a very high level, what can they do to get on-demand health information? So I said, why don't we think about it in the terms of an online video website? So just imagine going to WebMD and you type in diabetes, you have to read about it. Well, we decided that for our website, we would make it so that when you type in diabetes, you would see a video in HD, about 2 minutes long, of me telling you exactly what diabetes is.
Wow.
Okay, so, and when you think about every possible illness, every possible medicine, we have made HD video for every ailment that you could possibly think of. So all you have to do is go on and type it in, and you get that video. And not only is it just for health, it's also for nutrition, meaning that, say you like, I'm from New Orleans, right? So we love stuffed bell peppers.
Right.
But stuffed bell peppers have a lot of bad stuff in them.
Yeah, yeah.
So for blackhealthtv.com, you go and type in stuffed bell peppers, and you get a video of someone making stuffed bell peppers and making it healthy.
Get out of here.
All right? Really? Not only that, we have a fitness portion. So say you want to, you know, start working out. You know, you got to read all this stuff. You got to go to the gym. With this website, you go to the fitness portion, and you see somebody that is telling you how to get your abs right, how to get your muscles right. And they do it in short vignettes, very entertaining. Really? Okay, very entertaining. Now, this is where the rub comes. Okay, okay, this is where the rub comes, because people listen out there, they say, well, wait a minute. It's blackhealthtv.com. What about whitehealthtv.com? Well,
and I was going to ask.
Of course. And so this is the rub. We own blackhealthtv.com, asianhealthtv.com, indianhealthtv.com, latinohealthtv.com, irishhealthtv.com, italianhealthtv.com, jewishhealthtv.com. We own them all. And you say, well, why would you do that? Well, we do that because we're basically all the same. You know, there are a few things that are a little different with Italians, few things that are different with Irish, few things that are different with black people, Latino people.
Surely.
And we've adjusted for that. But the issue is that when you're Italian, you speak in a way with your Italian brethren that you may not speak with other people. And you guys have very unique customs. You have very unique folk ways that you've brought from your country. So we have the video in the vernacular of the way that you speak in your particular culture.
And I was just about to say, so these are sort of set up for the culture for which they are going after, for that demographic.
Exactly. So we launched blackhealthtv.com first because I'm black.
Yeah, okay, all right.
If you're not watching on Cruise and Hughes.
It is what it is, okay? But our next rollout in about 3 months is latinohealthtv.com. Okay, because the Latino population, they're a huge growing population, have very unique culture, very unique medicines that they use, very unique ways that they communicate. So we're rolling out latinohealthtv.com. Then after that, all the rest of them are going to come. And the beauty of it is that it's not the information that's going to change so much. It's just the way I'm going to give it to you. And the way we give it to you is based in your culture. Because no matter what happens, we have to remember that communication is key.
Absolutely.
So if I come to you as, like a young black male, if I go to a young black male and say, I think you have diabetes mellitus, he's going to say, what the hell is diabetes mellitus?
Right, I don't know what that is.
But if I say, hey, man, you got sugar, he'll say, oh, man. Oh, man, I got to worry about that. Now, how about this, though? The issue is when you go to blackhealthtv.com, when you type in diabetes, you see the video, and it starts off by saying, so you got sugar. Let me tell you what sugar is. That's very real. And all of our videos for Black Health TV are in that vernacular, but Latino Health TV, the vernacular is going to be for that particular population, Irish Health TV, Indian Health TV, all of them. And so we're basically going head-to-head with the big dog, WebMD, but we have something that they don't have, mostly online video.
And you've changed your delivery totally. Now, it sounds like you've spent a lot of time putting all of this together. I mean, how long has this project been how long have you been working on
About
this?
2.5 years, and we just launched about a month and a half ago.
Wow.
And how are the numbers so far?
Oh, great. The matrices have been great. Our CPMs are high, and we've gotten people from all over the world are contacting us to say, look, this is the best thing we've ever seen. When is the next one coming? So it's a great concept, and people are really appreciating it because people identify with people. They don't identify with words. So when you see that person telling you what's going on with your health and your body, you're more apt to understand it because you say, I'll do what Dr. Hebert said.
Certainly. And with that, we're going to take a short commercial, guys. Stay with us. We're going to talk more about Dr. Hebert, what he's involved in. We're going to talk more about BlackHealthTV.com. You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. It's brought to you by Small Business Today magazine. It is the magazine for and about Houston's entrepreneurs. There will probably be one coming to a city very near you. For more information, go to www.smallbusinesstodaymagazine.com. More in a moment with Dr. Corey Hebert. Stay with us.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
Or even worse,
we've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
So how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz. Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cooney is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancooney.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? And my answer is, Is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
You're listening to Small Business Today. Visit us on the web at svtmagazine.net. Here are your hosts, Cruz and Hughes.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Our guest today is Dr. Corey Hebert. And if you're not familiar with Dr. Corey Hebert, I don't know where you've been. If you are not familiar, but he's been on shows like the Oprah Winfrey Show, The Early Show, NBC Nightly News, and he's a frequent contributor to the Dr. Oz Show. And with that being said, I have to ask this question. Is Dr. Oz as nice as he comes across on TV?
You know, he is a very, very nice fellow. And most people at that level are not, I have to say. And of those people you mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm not going to say which ones are not nice. But I will tell you that he's a very nice and very genuine person. And
Sure.
he truly cares. He actually still practices medicine, which he doesn't have to do. And the things that he has really done to be able to make medicine accessible and understandable to the masses, it's really been unparalleled. I mean, with the way that he does the show with all the props and
Absolutely.
and
Right.
all the ways that he animates things, he makes people really understand what's going on. And he has basically been my mentor for this project because he always said, Corey, you know, when you are, you know, a particular race or you're a particular religion or you're a particular whatever, you have commonality with other people in that particular thing. So
Certainly.
we're businessmen.
Sure.
We have commonality about things that we are talking about, that we're talking about to the audience. So we have a vernacular that we speak in, and that's what made me say, well, if that's the case, then we can segment these niche markets so that we can have information just for them because we want to give them the information in the vernacular that they deserve.
Certainly.
Sure.
Deserve, not just like, but deserve.
Now, Dr. Hebert, I got to ask you a really serious question with regard to business.
Yes.
When you got started with this idea, did you already have these people, these resources in mind? And if you didn't, how did you get from where you were to Dr. Oz, for crying out loud?
Yeah.
How do you get someone like that to be your mentor? And I'm asking that question because there are a lot of people who listen to our show who are trying to launch something.
Yes.
And one of the things that they have as an issue a lot of times is, well, I don't know the right people.
Yes.
And then my question is very specifically, how do you get to know the right people?
Yeah, that's a hard question. And I have to say a lot of it has been serendipity, honestly. But, you know, you really don't have to have a lot of luck if you have a lot of skill. That's
right.
I think
I like that.
But you got to have some luck.
Yeah.
You got to have some luck. But I think the right amount of skill positions your luck. And from the beginning, you know, Dr. Oz actually came down to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina because I was doing a lot of work with skill to try to take care of the patient population that had been totally decimated by that horrible hurricane.
Sure.
So post-traumatic stress disorder, all these things, and I'm in my clinic. I was like Forrest Gump after the storm.
Oh,
Wow.
My clinic was untouched after Hurricane Katrina.
Really?
I was the only doctor in New Orleans, really, for about 3 months, me and two other people, me and my partners. And I was the only pediatrician there for about, me and my other partner for about, maybe like 6 months.
Wow.
So, you know, and it was literally just like Forrest Gump. I mean, you know, everything else got washed away.
Right.
And we were standing. So people, I mean, and so many times people would just come to us and say, "You're all I got." And so with that being said, I always said, you know, I started and this is a very important point too. And I think it all came when I was a resident. We talked about 15 years ago, I was a resident.
Okay.
And I said, I'm sick and tired of talking to people one by one about their health because I can't make a dent in the problem. So I said, what can I do? And I said, you know what I can do? I can start a TV show. Now, I'm a resident. Right. I'm making like $25,000 a year. And I said, I'm a resident. And I went to the PBS, I mean, what is it? Access.
Okay,
Access
television.
Public access
television. And for y'all that don't remember, kind of like Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
From your couch.
It's from your couch. And I went to the station and they said, look, you know, Dr. Hebert, we really like your concept, so that'll only be $300 a month to do the production. $300 a month when you make $2,000,
that's a chunk of money.
that's a tough thing. And
right.
I was married, and my wife was like, "You're gonna take $300 a month to do what?
Right.
Defining moment in my life, though. Defining moment, because I wasn't just doing it for me. I was doing it because I didn't want people to come to the emergency room at 2 o'clock in the morning for ringworm or a skin problem. That's not an emergency.
Right.
You know what I mean? But people didn't understand how that worked. So I said, I want to do this because I'm going to help people. My father always told me, if you help people and do the right thing, the money will come.
Right.
So I started doing it that way. The television show started off on channel 127 at 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
After about 3 months, goes down to channel 85. 5 months down to channel 73 or something. And then by the end of this thing, 5 years later, I'm a practicing physician. We're on channel 8, which is the number one spot at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, which is the number one spot.
Wow. Right.
And because we kept doing what people wanted to hear. They wanted, so we had the right message, the right time, and a little bit of funding. And the funding we got after the first 6 months, we got a sponsor because people started watching the show. Then Hurricane Katrina came, washed it all away. And right after that, some people had been in town from NBC Television, the network, and they said, we saw what you were doing, and we were going to talk to you before Hurricane Katrina, but the Hurricane Katrina washed away. So would you mind being the medical editor for the NBC affiliate in New Orleans? Because people need to know if they could come back to that city. I started doing that about 2 weeks after Hurricane Katrina, and I kept doing my same thing, but I was now a correspondent. And I was a medical correspondent, so I was on every day, commercials, the whole nine, every day for about 3 years.
Now, when you use the Forrest Gump analogy, I mean, this is really like Forrest Gump became Bubba Gump.
It's the Bubba Gump Trip Company.
Nobody else was there. Everybody else had been blown away.
Exactly.
And so now, did you leave the city at all during the hurricane?
Oh, no, I was there.
The whole time you stayed through?
Yeah, my clinic was closed for about 3 weeks. And I was there, and then we opened back up, and then it was so crazy because people kept coming to us saying, where y'all been?
Yeah.
I was like, there was a disaster. Right. My baby needs his ADHD medicine. I was like, okay.
All right.
Okay,
sign in.
Exactly. And so throughout it was a very treacherous time because, I was having to go into homes that are about to fall down. I actually almost lost my eye because I was in one of these homes trying to get a kid out that was not able to move. He was in a wheelchair, and then the family had been living in this abandoned house, going there to get him out, and then the roof caved in, and it got fungus on my hand, and I rubbed my eye. Cut my cornea, and then I got a fungal infection in my eye. This was serious stuff. And I will tell you, after all that, doing the TV thing, speaking to the masses, I realized that I can make a difference. And people come to me from all over the country. I'll be walking down the street, and they'll say, Dr. Hebert, I recognize you from the bow tie. I always wear bow ties. Dr. Hebert, I recognize you. I'm so glad you're my doctor. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio at the time, just visiting. And I was like, excuse me, sir, I don't know you. He said, you don't know me, but you're all I got.
Wow.
You're all I got. I listen to everything you say. Now, that's a lot of responsibility.
Certainly.
But at the same time, it's a lot of power for change. And I think that's what has made it so that we could get people behind us to support this idea. And even after all that,
right?
Dr. Oz show, National Geographic Television, all these things, the Discovery Channel show, How Stuff Works, all these things, I decided I want to do the big company is Social Health TV that we own. So we want to do, Black Health TV, Asian Health TV, all that kind of stuff. I still had problems getting money.
Really?
I still had problems getting capital.
Now, you know what? Now you're speaking to our audience. Because
that's right.
Most of the questions that we get is, what does it take? What does a company look like that can be properly funded? Because some of these people have gone everywhere. They've tried everything.
Right.
And they're wondering, John, where is the money? Irv, I mean, you're a banker.
Sure.
Tell me where I can go.
That's
now,
right.
if you're saying that you had trouble getting money because you're a sweetheart in the banking business because you're a professional, you're a licensed professional, you're a doctor. So what did you do to overcome some of those issues? How did you make yourself the prettiest girl at the dance, as it were?
Exactly. My two partners, first of all, you're judged by the company that you keep.
No doubt.
Number one.
Okay.
And you're also judged by the way that you present it. So a filet mignon on a garbage can lid is garbage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? So what we had to do was make our presentation slick enough, okay? And I had to get the people around me that understood the business paradigm. Okay? So my two partners, one of them worked for Goldman Sachs.
Oh, that helped.
One of them worked for Deutsche Bank.
Okay.
Oh, that helps too.
But they left those places, but they understood how to write a business plan.
Right.
A real business plan.
Right.
That was you couldn't find a problem with it.
That was tight.
That was tight.
That's right.
And once you got a tight business plan and a personality, then people start to look, especially if your market is a market that is something that people want.
Yeah.
They want it. But the business plan is very, very, very important, because people get business plans all the time. They look at them, they look at very few things, few indices. This is not a good business plan. This is not a good business plan.
You're sitting next to a guy right now.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Because when the ratios don't work, the business plan doesn't make sense, and it doesn't matter what the narrative is.
Doesn't matter.
Because everybody is going to go straight to the numbers and say, okay, are these numbers viable? Because really what the business plan is doing is saying, look, we understand our model. We understand how to make money. Here's how we're going to do it. Right. And guess what? Here's what we built into these numbers in case something bad happens.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. All investors are about the same way.
Yeah, it's all like that. And so then we had to actually get a good partner, and the partner we got, after all that, with the good business plan, me being the person that is trying to do the best thing I can do for the community, we went to Harvard University and knocked on the door.
That's fantastic.
Save that. We got to talk
Hold
about
right there, because guess what, folks? You are going to want to know what was said at Harvard University. So don't go away, folks. You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. It's brought to you by DirecTV with over 285 channels and NFL Sunday Ticket. Packages start at just $29.99 a month. Sign up today at 888-344-9296. Don't go away. We've got more with Dr. Corey Hebert right after this.
Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cuny is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancuny.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? My answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
Or even worse,
we've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
So how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz.
You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. Follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. We're wherever you are.
Okay, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining in, our guest today is Dr. Corey Hebert. We're talking about his business called blackhealthtv.com. If you're sitting near your computer, definitely go and check out the website. There's interactive video in there. You can put in any type of information. If you've been burned, if you've been hurt, if you've broken a bone, if you just want to just educate yourself on things, that's what this website is there for. It's there for you, and it's done in such a way that you can understand and grasp the terms that can be so convoluted in the medical business. I mean, everybody doesn't have a medical degree, and like you say, those long words can trip a few folks up.
Absolutely.
Now, before we went to break, Irv,
yes, sir,
you were talking about a little school in the Northeast.
That's
somewhere
right. That's right.
Dr. Corey Hebert convinced to get on board behind his business, blackhealthtv.com.
That is exactly right.
What
John.
do you think about that?
And here's the thing. I got to ask you, Dr. Hebert. Now, listen. You're a business person.
Sure.
All right. So now here is the question: what in the world made you think, with no prior connection? I'm going to guess no prior connection.
Exactly.
To Harvard.
None. Zero.
And you're going to go straight for the biggest, baddest, most revered institution on the block, off the street.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Okay, what is going on in your head, man, that makes you think that?
You know what? This is what it is. I thought, and I was always told, if another human being can do it, then you can as well.
Surely.
That's it. If you have blood in your body and they have blood in their body, then that means that you guys are pretty much equal based on, our pure being mammals.
Right.
Certainly.
Okay. And that means that you can do anything. Then you can do anything, right? So I said, I need credibility, even more than the credibility that I already had. So I went to Harvard University. I sent them a letter, and I said, "Look, I'm Dr. Corey Hebert. You guys, I obviously know who you are. You may or may not know who I am, but I have a project that I want you guys to support, and I want to have content from Harvard Health publications. I want to be able to get this word out because not only is it important, it's needed because people are dying every day. And it's not because we don't have the information. It's not because we don't have the medicines. It's not because we don't have the hospitals. It's because they don't know.
Right.
The answer is they don't know. They don't know what it is because nobody wants to do poorly. They just don't know.
Right.
And about 3 weeks passed, and I get a call from Harvard University, and they say, we'd like to meet with you.
Now, Dr. Hebert, I got to slow you down here. I got to slow you down. I got to back you up one click right here. Who do you even write to? You don't say Dear Santa or Dear Harvard.
I did my research.
All right. Okay, so let's stop there. You did some homework.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
My business partner's very savvy, knowing that we need to get a big academic partner.
Right.
They found the Harvard Health Publications division of Harvard Medical School.
Okay.
And there's a dean.
All right. Here we go. There we go. All right.
And I wrote the letter to the dean.
Okay, great.
Okay. From my company to them.
Okay.
And, we were talking earlier about business plan and numbers and that kind of thing. You got to have the steak, but you got to have the sizzle.
You just do.
You can't have a strong business plan and not a strong person that can sell it. And you can't have a strong person that can sell it without a strong business plan. So that's why you got to put these things in the correct place before you try to go out and get money.
So there's a sequence to it.
Oh, there's a real sequence. So once we had our business plan, which was first.
Right.
I'm the sizzle. Right. Because I talk a hole in your ear. And if I believe in something, I can sell it.
Right. Certainly.
Absolutely. I mean, the passion comes out. So we had those two things. So we need to get our academic partner. So then we go to the biggest, baddest on the block. And then all we needed to do was get a meeting. Because I always say, if I can get the meeting, I know the business plan is strong, I can talk a hole in your ear. I know there's a market for it. I'm gonna make that happen. It's hammer time. I'm gonna slam. I'm gonna close.
And that's exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
And so now, if you go to www.blackhilltv.com, you will see at the bottom portion of the front page on the website that Harvard has its seal there,
right there,
and they stand behind what you're doing.
As a matter of fact, it's so funny. Some of the videos that you see will say, Harvard Medical School, in conjunction with Black Health TV, is educating you about health for women and children and elderly. And then we have a health thing from Harvard, like a little question. And then Harvard and we answer the question in the 2-minute video. Not only that, when you go to blackhealthtv.com, there's a place called a place where you can sign up for the Harvard and Black Health TV health tip of the day. Now, this is our favorite thing, because you put in your email address, and this doesn't cost you anything. This is all free.
Okay.
You put in your email address, and every day to your email address, you will get a health tip from Black Health TV and Harvard University every day to your email address. You don't have to pay a dime.
Wow.
Every day.
Now, let's back up and talk about audacity.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
And how often, Herb, do we sit here and we talk about small business people who have a great business plan?
Sure.
They have all the skill and capability in the world to execute that plan.
Money.
But what they lack is the audacity to go out and talk to someone like a Harvard, or go out and talk to whoever the market leader is in your industry. If it's Walmart, if it's Firestone.
Right.
You know, sometimes we will flounder at the lower end of the spectrum and not get the success that we're looking for when you have someone like a Harvard that's looking for someone like a Dr. Corey Hebert.
It's there.
Well, see, and the other thing is, Dr. Hebert, if you've been listening, folks, you already know this, but Dr. Hebert is an evangelist.
That's exactly
Can I get a amen?
Now, he's an evangelist. Now, it's just that, okay, now he's talking about health.
He's evangelizing health.
But he's evangelizing it.
That's right.
You know, I don't know how you be around you 10 minutes, and I already want to feel better. I feel better right now. I actually feel better right now. I can feel energy rising up.
No, don't let me lay some hands on you. It'll be a whole different thing. I'm telling you. But you know what, though? I've always said, if you walk away from pitching your idea or walk away from whatever somebody's trying to understand from you, if they don't feel inspired by you, you didn't do your job.
Absolutely.
They should feel inspired. I just want to show you guys. Am I lying? That's the Harvard
my goodness.
Health Tip of the Day. And the health tip of the day today was to get the best absorption of iron. Avoid taking it with vitamin E, calcium, and stomach acid blockers. Dairy products, coffee, and tea can also decrease iron absorption. So every day you get reminded about something like that. So you're at work and you have like a little, you know, you're a little anemic. This goes to women, especially after their period.
Sure,
They're a little anemic. They need to stay. They don't take that. Don't take your iron or your iron-rich foods with vitamin E, calcium, or stomach acid blockers, dairy products, coffee, or tea, because they will decrease your iron absorption, and therefore you will stay anemic.
I didn't know that.
And you get that every day on Black Health TV.
At no cost.
At no cost.
All you have to do is go to blackhilltv.com, put your email address in, and you will get that health tip of the day every single day sent to your email inbox.
Absolutely.
Our guest today is Dr. Corey Hebert. Now, you know, Doc, we're talking about business health on this show.
Sure.
And although you are a medical doctor, you're also a successful business person, so you can speak on both sides.
Yes,
one of the things we did talk about at lunch today was putting butter on a burn. There are so many home remedies that we all know. Can I go in there and check some of these home remedies?
Oh, you know what? The video, if you type in burn, you're gonna get all kinds of health news. You're gonna get all kind of videos, and you're gonna get the first video you're gonna see is me saying, if I hear another person putting butter on a burn, I'm slapping somebody in the mouth. You will see that on the video. That's the first thing. And then you start seeing all this other stuff. How about this? We even have a 3D animation section under our Health A to Z, where say you have a woman has fibroid tumors.
Certainly.
And she's like, I got to get these fibroids removed. I don't know what is that surgery going to look like? What do I do to prepare? You go in there, you type in fibroid tumor removal, and it sends you to Health A to Z, Health Animations, and you'll see a full 3D animation of the surgery. And not only will it tell you what to do after the surgery, it'll tell you what you need to do for your body to prep yourself for the surgery. And so it's a full 3D animation. It's like things people have never seen this stuff.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, just listen to this, Irv. The only thing I can't think of anything more important than your health. Your health is the catalyst.
You only get one.
It's the catalyst for the quality of life that we live on this planet.
You can't write a successful business plan if your head hurts.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
It's the truth. And I also I have people follow me on Twitter. At Dr. Corey Hebert, so it's at DrCoreyHebert, because I give out this kind of information on the Twitter feed.
Okay.
Example: if you go to TGI Fridays, it's a great place.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
But the Rockin' Reggae Ribs, it sounds cool, but they have 2,450 calories and saturated fat of 3 bags of Doritos.
Wow.
So you don't think about that.
In one dish?
In one dish. You don't think about it. What about Long John Silver's? If you go to get a 2-piece Alaskan fish at Long John Silver's, it has 12 grams of fat. That's more than 8 Burger King double Whoppers.
Is that right?
So please follow me on Twitter, because I give you that kind of stuff every day. What about Olive Garden's braised short ribs? I love Olive Garden, okay? It has more calories than 6 Krispy Kreme donuts and more saturated fat than 43 Wendy's chicken nuggets.
Good.
Hello.
Oh, my.
Hello.
Oh, my.
Are you out there? Are they out there?
And you know what? I had lunch today with Dr. Corey Hebert, and what did I eat?
Oh man, you on it. You are on it. Good.
I ate a salad.
And then I saw him sneaking out another salad. Slivered carrots, cucumbers, all types of cassava melon.
I can oh, my goodness. I'm going to make sure I stay clear of you when we go to lunch. That is for sure. Folks, you're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. We're here with Dr. Corey Hebert. Listen, if you need a good customer relationship management system, we encourage you to go out to salesnexus.com. You can download your free trial copy for 30 days. And guess what? When you get that, you can even populate your brand new CRM with fresh new leads to build your business. Folks, stay with us. The education continues right after this.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
Or even worse,
we've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
So how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz. Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cooney is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancooney.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? My answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
You're listening to Small Business Today. Visit us on the web at sbtmagazine.net. Here are your hosts, Cruz and Hughes.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Our guest is Dr. Corey Hebert. He's all the way here in Houston, Texas from New Orleans, Louisiana. We're happy to have him live and in person in the studio. We're talking about his business, BlackHealthTV.com, of which he is the CEO. If you've missed any portion of this broadcast, Irvin, I encourage you to go to www.cruzandhughes.com and find today's date, find Dr. Corey Hebert's name, and listen to what he's doing. He's doing phenomenal things for the community at large as it relates to your health. Now, Dr. Hebert, I understand that you are also the host of a weekly radio show called Doctor for the People.
Yes, sir.
You're still doing that?
Still doing that. It's simulcast on the internet all over the world, and it's basically we take it's similar format.
Okay.
But people call in. I give some type of health information for the first half of it. So whatever's going around, like the flu, everybody's freaking out. Oh, and by the way, you cannot get the flu from the flu shot. I'm smacking people in the mouth every day that say that, because 39,000 people are going to die from the flu this year in the United States. This year and every year. And everybody says, well, I don't want to get the flu I don't want to get the flu shot because it causes you to get the flu. No, it doesn't. It causes your body. You might have like a day or two where you don't feel so good, because that's your body's way of of making antibodies so that when you do get the flu, it can kill the flu.
Surely.
The flu is on your back, 9 days, and possible death. So when people think they have the flu, that's not the flu.
Well, the influenza, I mean, if you know your history, kills,
millions.
like 25% of the world's population.
Exactly.
So,
and it's the same influenza that we have today.
So getting the flu shot does not cause you to get the flu.
Absolutely not. Impossible. Wow. So I want people to do that. But yeah, so I talk about something like that, and then I take questions.
Okay.
And I answer them live, and there's no delay.
So you could get anything.
Oh man, and I do, and I do. Last night, Dr. Hebert, I met this beautiful lady at the nightclub, and let's just say yada yada yada. I have a problem now.
It hurts when I.
She was a real 10.
Oh, John.
Look. I thought she was a 10. She turned out to be a 5. We work it out.
And I will get a little loose on here. This is internet radio, so we can say
we can do it.
We can do it.
Now you have a weekly talk radio show. Mm-hmm. You're a contributor to the Dr. Oz show. You're asked to speak all over the world.
Yeah.
You still run a private practice.
Yes.
Still see patients.
Yep.
When do you sleep?
What sleep? Exactly. No, being a medical resident, we realize that there are 24 hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
There are 24 hours. Most of that time we're sleeping. A third of that we're asleep.
Really? That's right.
And so that's why it's important to get a good mattress, because you spend 33% of your life in it. On it rather. So that's a big thing. But please, you got to realize that. There's a book out there called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell.
Yes,
and you got to read that book if you're trying to start a business, because what it says to you is that you don't have to be super smart. You just got to be smart enough.
That's right.
And you have to put in your 10,000 hours to be an expert on anything.
That's exactly right.
So when people say, I want to do a radio show, I want to do a TV show, whatever, what you must do is be the best at what your job is.
That's right.
So people all around the country will say, that dude's the best blank. And then once you have that blank filled in, that you're the best at, you can be on TV or you can be on radio. You can do whatever you want because you have proven yourself to be adept at your particular skill.
That's correct.
And that makes you have multiple skill sets, which can reason why we ended up right here today.
No doubt. That's absolutely correct.
Multiple skill sets.
Now, we're talking about business health right now, and most of the people who listen to our show are either people who are in business that are looking for answers or people who are looking to start their business.
Yeah.
At what point did you decide that just being a physician was not enough for me. I had to. I want to do more than just be a great physician. I want to change the world, as it were.
Yeah, very early, I decided that I wanted to do more because I actually saw. I went to medical school in Tennessee, and they started something called TennCare when I was there, which is like the first big managed care PPO kind of thing, and an HMO, and that was like in what I guess 1991. And I saw the writing on the wall. I realized that I'm going to have to be in a doctor's office, slaving away, making the same money that someone in California who is a 911 operator makes the same money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's true. And I was like, but at the same time, if it was just about the money, I would have stayed and I would have done it, because if I really wanted to make tons and tons of money at that point, I just would have got an MBA and go to Wall Street and steal money like everybody else.
Absolutely. The old-fashioned way.
Exactly, the old-fashioned way. But I decided I have to help people. I want to help people. And I said, there's got to be a way for me to be able to tie in my community, helping people, and making money. And I started diversifying my interest and talents immediately at that time. And that was when I was in medical school. And that was, like I said, 1991.
And that's early on.
Yeah, 1991.
Now, Dr. Hebert, you are a very, very unique guy, because I happen to have some friends who are medical doctors. And let me just tell you, they're not the best business people that you're going to meet.
No.
And I'm amazed at your business acumen for a practicing medical doctor.
Yeah.
Now, just share with us, how did you do that? I mean, because for some reason,
because they don't teach business.
No,
absolutely not.
I mean, I don't even know how you get time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know part of the issue is they just don't have time in medical school.
Yeah, well, that's true. And what I decided to do is that I anybody that's in school right now, I ask you, please, no matter what your major is, take a business class. I took some business classes when I was in undergrad school, because I always thought, being a doctor, you kind of have to run a business,
manage people.
And I thought about that, and I said, you know what, I really want to take some business classes. But once I started that, I really I went online once I started the practice, and I really started looking at some certification programs for business.
Sure. Yeah.
So I could learn how I could understand the words. We're just like we're talking about, you know, you don't understand if I say you have a ruptured Achilles tendon. A lot of people don't even understand what that means, because I'm speaking in the vernacular of medicine.
Certainly.
But if I say, what's the amortization rate of that loan, you ask the average American, they have no idea what that even means.
Certainly.
So you have to be able to speak the language, and the only way you can do that is to go and learn about it. And there's so many ways you can learn information now. If you want to go and read about how to run a business, they have online classes. They have free seminars where you can just go and listen. But you know what's the key to this whole thing is, no one's going to knock at your door and say, here, would you like to learn about this business stuff? And then if you learn about it and you do it well, we'll give you this money, and then we can help you start this business. If you're sitting on your couch right now saying, I have something that's awesome, and I need to make sure, and I want to start a business, you are going to have to put in your 10,000 hours. Now, if you do that in 2-hour-a-day increments, do the math. How long will it take for you?
First of all, let me just tell you, I've read the book and I've done my 10,000 hours, and that's 416 days straight. So if you're doing it at 2 hours a day,
that's right.
You do the math.
Yeah. That's good.
See you in 20 years.
You're gonna be 20 years easy.
Right. So for me, I said, can I do mine in 12-hour increments? Because I want to hurry this up. And that's what I did. And you know what? Throughout that time, I had some people that were not my family sometimes. Well, are you going to come to this or come to that? I can come to stuff for my son.
But you had to make a decision.
But I had to make a decision.
Well, you know, we're going to hold you right there, because guess what? We're going to come back. This is going to be we're going to be in the home stretch. When we come back. So you make sure you stay with us, folks. You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. It's brought to you by the Lexington Law Firm. When you need credit help, get a free consultation today by calling 888-744-7081. More in a moment, right after this.
Are you looking to improve your health and well-being? Have you lost your energy and vitality? Do you wake up feeling 10 years older than you actually are? Looking for a doctor who really listens? Looking for a natural alternative to your chronic health challenge? Dr. Dan Cooney is a chiropractic nutritionist who helps restore your health from the inside out using whole food supplements and specific nutritional counseling. Learn more about Dr. Dan's 7 Pillars of Health on his website, drdancooney.com, or give him a call at 713-295-9358.
Introducing the alternative to heavy news. Now at...
Excuse me, heavy news?
You know, disasters, politics, stock market.
And this alternative is...
Coffee news. It's entertaining stories, famous quotes, and family fun. It's light news. Why it's so light, it's free.
Free?
In restaurants and coffee shops all across Houston. So next time you're waiting in a restaurant, look for coffee news. If they don't have it, tell them to get it by visiting coffeenewshouston.com.
It's light. It's free. It's coffee news.
With my Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus headset, I'm free. Free to talk to you while carrying a laptop bag, holding a cup of coffee, and fishing for my car keys. Now, you may ask me, Jim, is it really necessary to use the phone while doing all these things? My answer is it really necessary not to? Plantronics Voyager Pro Plus. It's my so comfortable, why wouldn't I use it all day headset.
Get your Voyager Pro Plus at Plantronics.com.
Turn up the sales on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Anything Internet will evaluate your website for marketing power, for traffic, for conversion rates. We'll figure out why people buy and why people go away. We'll help you generate the correct traffic that will turn into customers and make you money. Turn the juice up on your website today with anythinginternet.com. Turn your website into a web business. 1-800-686-5986.
Very often, people come to me saying,
Stephen, how do I make radio advertising work?
or even worse,
We've tried radio ads before and got little to no response.
so how do you make the radio work for you? Well, you could have a clever jingle.
Come buy my stuff. Come buy my stuff.
Or you may act crazy and loud and have an unbeatable offer.
I'll save you cash, I'll save you time, and I'll do it today, guaranteed.
But these techniques may work for some and not for others. The real key to advertising is to go back to basic marketing principles. Target your ideal prospect, make your message clear and concise, and touch the listener by connecting to their needs. Stephen K. Media specializes in radio advertising promotion that effectively broadcasts your company's message, yielding higher response and better results. As an independent agency representing major talk radio stations, we help you negotiate rates and place your ads targeting your ideal prospect. Call us today at 713-278-9109 or visit stephenk.biz. That's 713-278-9109 or email info@stephenk.biz.
You're listening to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. Follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. We're wherever you are.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Our guest today has been Dr. Corey Hebert. His business is blackhealthtv.com. We encourage you to go on that website and even input your information. One of the things that we talked about in one of the earlier segments was that if you put your email address in, that the website will send you a health tip of the day, something that we all need to know, how to take better care of ourselves. Because without you, without a healthy you can't have a healthy business. Now, in closing, Dr. Hebert, this is our last segment. I want to just get some advice from you. I know the black demographic, and for those of us who are people of color that are listening, what are some of the things that we could do very quickly to improve our overall health?
Okay, well, it's very, very important. I want people to know that are not black or African American that are listening. The website, the information that's on that website is for you too.
Okay.
It is. I mean, just as much as I can go to WebMD, then white people can go to blackhealthtv.com. There's no difference in the information that you're going to get. And so please go and take a look. I'm going to give you the health information, the things I want people to do. Very simple. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Brush your teeth twice a day and floss. Very important. I want you to lose 10 pounds. I want you to wash your hands. And I want you to quit drinking the devil's urine.
Wow.
Now, you know what the devil's urine is, right?
Please don't say, oh, okay, I thought you were going to say Jack Daniels. And I was going to say, man, I don't know if I can do that.
Please, quit drinking the devil's urine.
Soda.
The next time that you look at that soda in that glass and it's brown and fizzy and all that, just think the devil peed in that glass. Because let me tell you something. If you drink 3 sodas a day, if you quit, you lose 10 pounds in a month without doing anything else.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, Dr. Corey Hebert, we appreciate you so much for coming to do the show. We are absolutely honored. You can follow Dr. Corey Hebert at Twitter at Dr. Corey Hebert, and you can get more information that he sends out. We thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you.
Guys, we want to thank you for tuning in to Small Business Today with Cruz and Hughes. I'm John Cruz.
I'm Irv Hughes.
And this is the place where we discuss the topics that inspires entrepreneurs from thought to action. So until tomorrow, be smart, be successful, and above all else,
be in action.
And Irvin, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
10 seconds.